Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am witri, Magister Student of TBI in Islamic State University Sultan Maulana Hasanuddin, Banten. In this national seminar of PBI, with the themes promoting learner autonomy in technology, enhanced language learning environment. And here I am with my partner. We would like to present our paper with the title Storytelling Magic, Enhancing ELT in Speaking for Kids. First of all, English as a foreign language, or we can say EFL, is usually learned in environment where the community exists. And it is not enough to learn it in the school. EFL teachers also have difficult task of finding access to provide English models for their students. And enhancing means to improve the quality, amount, or strength of something. And enhancing student interest in reading can make the student recognize something, and the story can intensify student in their reading skills. And as we know that the storytelling method is one intriguing technique that is thought to be able to enhance the achievement of learning outcomes, that according to Mustafa. And the ideas of teaching English to adults or teenagers differ from those teaching English to young children. Of course, the environment, needs, interest, and degree of intellectual development all have an impact on this situation. To put it another way, all first graders in elementary school and junior high school can be categorized as early age learners, we can say it as a kids. And Williams in 1991 adds to these traits by stating that early childhood students have the following qualities. The first, they can defend their decision and viewpoints. And the second, their short attention spans force them to be trained in short, varied, engaging, motivating, and realistic activities. Culture that has been passed down through the generation for a very long time. And there are several benefits of storytelling. For instance, storytelling enhances students' competence in reading practice. That's according to Anggraini and Herlina in 2021. And by utilizing their body language and facial expression to aid pupils in understanding the narrative, teachers can transform it into multi-purpose media. A child's proficiency in English can be influenced by several things, such as the amount of time, the kind of text, the teacher, speaking, homework, and test formats. And nonetheless, of these 6 variables, the effectiveness or output of early childhood education is generally more influenced by teachers and materials.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Syeha Azhara from Islamic University Sultan Maulana Hasanuddin, Banten, as the second presenter of this journal under title Storytelling Magic, Enhancing ELT in Speaking for Kids. And the first presenter is Witri Nur Ilahi. Okay, next about theoretical support. It has been presented by first presenter is Witri, and I would like to continue the material about theoretical support. Literature used in EFL. Literature used in EFL, one of method in language teaching to use education for the language skill in every time based on encodation. And literature has a special method in story to teach language. Of course, as storytelling, it could be literature because it is not about theory but about real practical to use language or oral practical, and it has many methods of life. Okay, now we continue to the next slide about method. Based on this study, which uses the method is SLR or systematic literature review. SLR is appropriate method of the study because it can view and investigate other research in interest. Okay, next slide about result and discussion. Result based on systematic literature review. The several of research conducted to this study about study learning method. This study used method, and this method is systematic literature review. It can conduct to other research together all of research in interest to the study. And the first research under title A Breakthrough in the efforts to increase the output of early childhood learning English. It aimed to define the appropriate tale and how to apply it, what the barriers and how must they be dashed. By this method, students can practice improving their English speaking. Included about the study, we have known this study or this research. It can be applied, it can be improved of students' English speaking. Next slide about discussion of this study. It discussed about indication in speaking English based on challenges and obstacles. One of them is less vocab and English speaking influence. Okay. Moreover, almost of students less vocab and speaking influence. Neither it can help students to speak English flawless or more fluent that has been applied by educational institution. So, and moreover, educational institutions have been applied in every study or every process learning of English speaking. Of course, because it is study about storytelling, almost educational institutions have been applied this method or this model to improve or to increase student English speaking. Okay, this one, the last slide about conclusion of the study. The first, a symbol of cooperative learning is named storytelling learning model because it can assist students in all ages, especially for children or kids. It also can introduce them to origin language. So, storytelling is appropriate model to get new or origin language that they don't know or don't understand about this one language. And in order to get the most out of applying storytelling speaking instruction, and educators must be incredible in their appropriate selection. So, before the educator wants to teach English by storytelling, the first step is choose what appropriate material it can be applied into storytelling model to get understanding of students in process learning. And I say thank you so much for your nice attention. I'm Syeha Azara as a second presenter, and my partner Witri. Let's say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.